Bitcoin rainbow chart is saying that Bitcoin is still cheap. Let's take a look at these charts to see if we can agree. Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Bitcoin, the total two. I want to talk to you guys about the overall market. I want to take a look at these charts to see if we can see some more bullish action. So the levels that we mentioned in our last TA video are showing that, hey, they held up pretty nicely. Gonna remind you guys what those levels are. Also, it's gonna take a look at some other charts that might show that this might be a good buying time for Bitcoin, and if it is, what am I gonna do about it? So if you're excited about that, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. This is not financial advice. Always remember, never invest more than you can afford to lose. Never keep your cryptocurrency on exchanges because it is not safe there. I had a scare earlier where I log on to Kucoin and they said, hey, you have been restricted from this site, and it reminded me, yeah, don't keep money on exchanges. So I'm reminding you guys, it is not safe to keep your money on an exchange at all. So first things first, I talked about the Bitcoin rainbow chart. So this chart right here has been pretty interesting in the past, but when it goes down and it comes back up, which is what it did over here, then we had the halving and it started going up since the halving. We usually hit this green area, which is where we are, that says it is still cheap. Now we have yet to hit this red up here, which is the maximum bubble territory, which kind of means get out, and then this level below, which kind of means get out for sure. We haven't even seen the FOMO really pick up for Bitcoin yet, and a lot of people are assuming that, hey, that FOMO for Bitcoin probably won't start until like after it hits 100k, and I believe that that is true. And now we have I don't know if we're gonna hit it this cycle, but I believe that, you know, a lot of people will start picking up Bitcoin around 100k, or at least when it hits the all-time high again, because usually people think it's dead and then it comes back and they start paying attention to it again. So looking at these Bitcoin charts, we need to see if it's going to send us back to the all-time high. So this red dotted line that I have on my chart right here, around $45,142. This is the Bitstamp chart, the Bitstamp Bitcoin chart, by the way. I use this chart because it has the most historical data on it. Maybe I should use a different chart with more volume. I'll think about that. But for now, this is what we've been using. It's this dotted line right here that's saying, hey, that is the lowest that we can go, which is pretty good. This green line means staying above it. I'm happy to stay above this green line right here. This is a 4-hour chart. When I go to the daily, we can see that we need to get out of this box now. And I mentioned that we probably would go sideways for a little bit, which, you know, would be good for the altcoins. Right now we're getting above the 13, got above the 200, so we have spent a couple of days in this very bullish area. It's definitely creating a pennant here that's looking like a pennant. Usually it could break out to the bottom or the top, so it's kind of undecided there. If we're in this box, I'm pretty much undecided as well, but I'm happy and more on the bullish side because we are back above these moving averages that I care about for me to be bullish: the 13, the 34, and the 200 EMAs. When I go to the weekly chart, we are back above the 13 and the 34 EMAs and way above the 200 in this trend that looks like it could be pretty bullish. Right here, been saying, hey, it looks pretty good to go ahead and try to fulfill this thing and go to a new all-time high for Bitcoin. So everybody knows, if you watch my channel, Bitcoin starts moving up, I get excited for altcoins. I start picking up altcoins. I start getting ready to look at this. First things first, Bitcoin dominance or stablecoin dominance, which I have been watching, but Bitcoin dominance is playing out the same way. So I'm expecting that, hey, look, this Bitcoin dominance chart has to come back up and retest the 13. And what the heck is that? The Bitcoin dominance has to come back up and retest the 13 right here before it continues down and hits this level. Now that's what I hope is going on right here, because that will send the altcoins going extremely crazy. Now this idea kind of coincides, hey, Bitcoin kind of taking over this week with this chart right here. We pumped up, we got above all the 13 and 34 moving averages on the daily. You might want to go sideways or test here for a little bit, just like Bitcoin, to try to solidify the fact that we got above these levels. But I will mention that historically, when we get above the 200 moving average on the daily, it is usually a very, very explosive time. Like the last time we did that on the daily chart was right here on March 21st of 2020, and we have gone up super crazy since then. Yeah, we haven't dropped below it until recently, and then now we're back above it. So we'll see if we can get the same type of action that we always get when we get back above that 200 moving average on the daily for the altcoin. So a little bit of hopium right there in that area. So we are looking pretty good for a recovery right now. Now the only other thing that we need to do to really solidify this recovery is to put a candle in above this yellow line right here, which will take away this double top away from these charts, and we can go ahead and say, hey, look, bull run is here and going at full force right now. Looking like a good time for me to pick up some altcoins. Looking at the fear and greed index, we're neutral, so not really much to say about that. So right now with these altcoins, I've been hunting for these coins. I'm going to start doing some new things with some altcoins on this channel. And we'll be talking about a bunch of altcoins that I like. We'll be taking your guys' altcoins requests, and we'll be doing more live streams. So look forward to that. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, share the videos out. Also, if you need help with anything in this market, like I originally made this channel because I wanted to help some newbies in crypto. If you have questions or need tutorials, let me know what to do with that type of stuff, and I can help you out. Also, I have a Telegram group where there's a bunch of people in there who talk about all type of stuff, but I'm getting them to talk about crypto only, and let's get these projects going so we can get this money together. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I already said that. RP to crypto roots. Till next time, peace.